On Monday, I will be extending the executive order, that Hunker Down Hoosiers order, to May 1st.
Hoosiers will need to hunker down for the rest of the month, but for everyone looking for an end, there are some hopeful signs. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brooke Martin.
And I'm Phil Sanchez. Still, there's a warning to those who are high risk. Wish TV's Dan Klein joining us now live outside the State House on a day, Dan, where the coronavirus passed some grim milestones.
Yeah, the virus has killed more than 500 Hoosiers now. The count now up to 519. And there's been more than 10,000 positive tests. But health officials tell us that's because it's a lot easier to get a test, and a lot of other signs show some positive numbers.
But we're making progress.
Governor Gov Holcomb issuing notice that Hoosiers will be ordered to stay at home yet again on Monday. But some changes. It will be a 10-day order, not a full 2 weeks, allowing for quicker tweaks. And while he declined to elaborate, he hinted that he might be able to relax some restrictions, like elective surgeries at hospitals.
We're now in the phase where we're planning on a safe reopen concerning different sectors of our economy.
Health officials say when it comes to hospitalizations, ICU beds, ventilator use, demand has plateaued and even in some places lessened.
That is the kind of things that make us feel like we can start to think along these lines.
Still, a vaccine will not be available until the end of the year at the earliest. And as things begin to open up, it will likely be the case that those who are high risk for serious complications for the coronavirus will have to be extra careful.
As much as I hate to say it, that we may need to continue to protect them and continue to have them avoid these large crowds and these settings where we know they're most likely to become ill.
We asked the governor about the possibility of a second wave. Well, no one knows what the future holds.
Remember, this is the novel coronavirus. We don't know exactly what it's going to do. We can't predict it.
There is the hope that even if it comes, the state won't have to force everyone home again because there will be more testing available, better plans to isolate and quarantine patients, and a large supply of masks and other equipment in reserve.
We're going to be in a much better place after this ordeal than we were before.
If it comes, we'll be ready for it, and at that point in time, we'll have to see what's happening.
For the first time today, health officials releasing some more in-depth data about patient outcomes, analyzing almost 8,000 people. 35% visited an emergency room in a hospital. About 26% had to be hospitalized, which means the other 74% are believed to be recovering at home or even recovered. For those at the hospital, 68% have been discharged, 20% are still in the hospital, and 12% have died. For those who have been discharged, the average stay was 9 to 10 days. And we've got a lot more of those numbers right now on our website. Reporting live outside the State House, Dan Klein, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook.